When the letter arrived from Hyundai a few weeks ago inviting us to Scotland for the launch of the new Hyundai Accent, there was a bit of head scratching around the office. The Hyundai Accent, that's a small car. No, it's a medium-sized car. And then sort of whispers started going around the room. Does anyone know what the Hyundai Accent looks like? I mean, be honest, if I said to you, describe the Hyundai Accent, you'd be stuck, wouldn't you? Well, 5 years on from the original launch of the Accent, Hyundai bring us the all-new Accent. Now, as you can see, the resemblance is still there. It's hardly a break from tradition, but this is the new Accent. However, let's not get too far off the point, because what Hyundai buyers are concerned with is not looks, but price, specification and value for money. What Hyundai say you get with the Accent is a C-Class car for the price of a B-Class car. In reality, that means you get something the size of a Ford Focus for the price of a Ford Fiesta. The entry-level 1.3 model will come in at less than £8,000. Something like this 1.5 GLS 5-door will be under £10,000. Now, inside you have a totally new dashboard and seats. Hyundai, I think, have done a reasonable job of making the interior look fairly pleasant. Instead of that mass of grey plastic, they've broken it up with this sort of hi-fi effect centre console, which looks okay. The steering wheel is adjustable, the seating position is very comfortable. In this GLS model, you also get a radio CD, air conditioning, the ubiquitous damped cup holders as well. And Hyundai claim more head and legroom than in either a Golf or an Astra, which, to be honest, seems slightly hard to believe, but they say it, so we have to believe it. Now, it's all very well kitting a car out with all the goodies, but at the end of the day, you want to know how it drives. So how does the Accent actually drive out on the road? What's it like? Well, not bad at all, to be perfectly honest. At cruising speeds on the motorway, it's very quiet and very refined. There's very little wind noise into the cabin. The engineers have certainly done a good job there. The steering position and driving position is very comfortable too. We found that the clutch is very light, but the gear shift perhaps not quite so. It feels very notchy, particularly the shift down from third into second. Now, we're prepared to give Hyundai the benefit of the doubt. The fact that this car is still brand new, it's only done some 700 miles or so, and maybe it just needs some loosening up. Power in the Accent comes from either a 1.3 petrol putting out 84 brake horsepower or a 1.5 petrol putting out 88 brake horsepower. Both will cover about 40 miles to the gallon, and there's the option of a 4-speed automatic transmission. When trouble is unavoidable, standard driver and passenger airbags and seatbelt pretensioners protect occupants. The new car took just 27 months to develop at a cost of $200 million. Hyundai plans to build 350,000 units a year at the Ulsan No. 1 plant in Korea. In the UK, expect Hyundai sales to be around the 12 to 14,000 units a year. Amazingly, in 1998, the Accent sold nearly 15,000 versions. Power steering is standard on all models. ABS is standard on the more expensive models, as well as a safety feature called electronic brake distribution, which varies the force between the front and rear axles depending on the weight of the cargo and the passengers. Now, Hyundai claim it's one of the few cars in its class to have this safety feature. Hyundai say that they've had help from the engineers at Lotus in developing the suspension and ride of the Accent. Although, to be honest, we found after driving on the roads of Scotland the ride to be very wallowy and soft and needed to be a lot firmer. So, although the Accent has changed, it hasn't really altered that much. If you're looking for a decent-sized car, a value-for-money car, but without having to pay the high cost of something like a Golf, a Focus or an Astra, then look towards this Accent. Along with a 3-year unlimited mileage warranty, the Accent really is a great all-round package from those very clever people in Korea.